All right, well, I think this is where I'm going to be calling home for tonight. I've mostly got camp set up. I had to struggle a little with the X-Mid to get that pitched right, but I think I finally got it. Now I'm going to set up my sleep system, get that all ready. Right now it's going on 3 o'clock. It's definitely still winter up here in the upper part of the canyon. There's still quite a bit of snow on the ground. Down below there was less. Things look to be melting out. So just kind of relaxing here, having a little snack. And now I'll set up my sleep system. All right, so I got my sleep system set up here. And so I've just got lots of time. I've got lots of time. Just take pictures or just sit around. It's gonna be a long night. I should have come up here later in the day, but I don't know. I'm just paranoid and I wanted to make sure I had time enough to do everything. As it was, it took me a couple hours to get this done. It's really lovely up here. It is a beautiful day. Super, I mean, totally clear, full sun, and it's just really not that cold. There is a little bit of a breeze. I hope that doesn't pick up into a wind later tonight. So hopefully it's an enjoyable, restful night, or as good as it can be when you're sleeping in a tent. So thankfully it didn't get very cold today. Around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:30, I was checking the thermometer and it said it was about 38 degrees. So I think that was probably about our high for today, which is quite warm for this time of year. So it didn't get too cold today, but now that the sun has dipped behind the hill there, the other side of the canyon, yeah, it's gonna get pretty chilly fast. But I am now melting snow and going to make some water, get some water hot enough to rehydrate my freeze-dried meal, and then also to refill my water bottles. I actually didn't change out of my hiking clothes yet because I do want to go up the hill there, and I'm going to need to put my snowshoes back on and everything and get up that. It's not very far from camp, but just I thought maybe during the golden hour, it's kind of pretty up there. There's just some more aspens and they'll get the evening light here. So I have to get there pretty quickly though, because like I said, the sun's gone down over there and that probably won't last too long up there. I might miss it, but So I'm changing to my camp clothes, and the temperature is now reading 24 degrees. So I expect it'll probably get down into the teens tonight, maybe even a little colder than that. I don't know. I had my dinner, cleaned up from that. Wish me well tonight. I'll check in one more time before I go to bed, but darkness is just about upon us. This is the last light of day. It is really beautiful here and so quiet. It's really lovely. I'll probably just sit here, listen to a podcast. I don't know, I might try to do some night sky photography. There is a half moon out tonight, so I don't know how that'll turn out, but I'll give it a shot, see what I can get, and then I'll go to bed. All right, I am getting ready to go to bed now. I'll be getting into my sleeping bag, so taking off the big parka and dressing down a little. I spent some really nice time out here taking pictures. There were clouds initially, but they moved off, and now we've got beautiful stars. And the stars and the aspens together are so beautiful. It is really a lovely night here. Earlier, just after it had gotten dark, there were some coyotes, and they were a little too close for comfort. There's one that just didn't seem like it was that far away, and then there was another one going off farther away, but yeah, I wasn't really a fan of that. I got out my bear spray because I don't know what's going to happen, what they're going to do, but pretty sure those were coyotes. Didn't really like hearing them that close. But it's been quiet for quite a while now, and like I said, I did some night photography, the starry sky, and hopefully those turned out pretty good. It's almost 9 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna turn in. That's about the time I usually go to bed, 9:30 anyway. So I'll see you in the morning, and I'll let you know how the night went. Good morning. That was a pretty good night. There was no wind, like zero wind. I think around 5 something, I heard an owl hooting, a great horned probably. And I stayed plenty warm all night. Around 1:30 or so, I got to go to the bathroom, and I looked at the thermometer, and it said it was 18 degrees, which is what it was when I went to bed. Now it's 16, so yeah, it didn't get super cold, thankfully. Grateful for that. Made it very easy to stay warm. Only had to get up to go to the bathroom once, and now it's 7 o'clock, and I'll be up for the day now. This light is just coming on, touching the hills across the canyon, so I'm going to put on some warm layers, get out there and maybe take some pictures, then just heat up some water for a hot drink to eat with my breakfast bar this morning. Then I'll pack up and head out. Looks like it's going to be another lovely sunny day. All right, so I'm finally all packed up. It's about 9 o'clock. And I actually, when I go down this little hill here, I have to cross the creek. Coming in, that was a little dicey because of the snowbanks around the little stream. So I'm not going to put my snowshoes on just yet, just because I feel like they were a hindrance crossing that little stream. So I'm going to put those on as soon as I get across. Hopefully I can kind of keep my feet dry because my feet are cold. This little winter campout almost got away from me this year. As you see, spring isn't far away in these low elevation mountains closest to my home. I'm glad I got the chance to get out in the snow before it melts away. Moonlight upon the sparkling snow and stars lacing the aspen branches was an enchanting experience. The silence of the winter night, at least once the animals fall silent, has a way of calming and clearing the mind. And it is always good to have that quiet time to commune with our Father in heaven and listen for His voice. I am so grateful to God for keeping me safe on this outing and allowing me to have a blessed experience in His wonderful creation. May God be with you, and I'll see you on the trail sometime soon.